be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays. In every note, in every way.
Wow, this deep dive, it takes on a different feeling today. It's just, it's really strange how the world can just kind of like shift like that, you know?
Yeah.
You wake up and check the news and there it is, Liam Payne gone at 31.
Yeah, it's incredibly sad.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for a lot of us brings back a rush of memories. You know, One Direction was more than a band.
Right.
They were a global phenomenon.
That's huge.
And their music was just a constant for so many, especially during those like coming of age years.
Yeah, it's true, that feeling of almost growing up alongside them. And for this deep dive, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. Liam Payne's journey. We're going beyond the headlines and really kind of unpacking his story. We've got his Wikipedia page to guide us, but also some insightful articles that'll give us some different perspectives on his life and his career.
Oh, yes. Yeah, his Wikipedia page is a great place to start.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to see how quickly those platforms become the go-to source.
Yeah.
Almost like a living record of someone's impact.
Yeah. Okay, so let's unpack this. Liam Payne, born in Wolverhampton, England in 1993.
Okay.
His Wikipedia page mentions that even as a kid, he was drawn to performing. He joined a theater company at 12.
Wow.
12!
That's dedication.
That's dedication at 12.
I bet.
Yeah, I mean, that speaks volumes about those early influences. Imagine being 12 years old and already being comfortable on a stage.
Right.
That kind of experience, it likely played a significant role in his confidence later on, especially like navigating the pressures of something as intense as X Factor.
Oh, absolutely. And talk about a pressure cooker. His first X Factor audition was at 14.
Oh my gosh.
He didn't make it past the early rounds, but the fact that he even put himself out there at that age
Totally.
is incredible.
What's so fascinating about X Factor is it gives us this glimpse into how fame unfolds. Like those almost were the what ifs.
Yeah.
And for Liam, that first audition was just the beginning. He came back 2 years later, more determined than ever.
Yeah. And this time something clicked.
Yeah.
He didn't win, but it seemed like destiny had other plans.
And here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
He initially auditioned as a solo artist.
Oh, wow.
Not even in the boys category.
Wow.
Can you imagine if things had gone differently?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a testament to Simon Cowell's vision, you know, spotting that potential for something bigger than the sum of its parts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think One Direction's success wasn't just about musical talent. It was about chemistry, about capturing a moment. And even their Wikipedia page highlights how important fan engagement and social media are in the music industry today.
Yeah.
Something that Payne leveraged really effectively throughout his career.
Absolutely.
They were pioneers in that sense.
And let's not forget, this was 2010.
Right.
Social media was exploding.
Huge.
And One Direction rode that wave masterfully.
Oh, yeah.
Chart-popping albums, sold-out stadiums, even a 3D concert film.
I know.
To say they were a cultural moment almost feels like an understatement.
Oh, yeah. Understatement of the year. One Direction wasn't just a band. They were a movement.
Yeah.
They tapped into something so universal. You know, that feeling of belonging, of shared passion, especially for young fans.
Yeah.
And their Wikipedia page, it really does read like a playbook.
Right.
For how to build a global fan base in the digital age.
It's wild to think about the sheer scale of their fame.
Yeah.
And then in 2015, the hiatus.
Right.
A lot of groups might have just fizzled out.
Right.
But each member went on to incredible individual success.
Yeah.
Liam included.
Absolutely.
So let's dive into his solo career. What were some of the early signs of Payne's musical direction after One Direction?
Well, right from the start, it's clear he was interested in exploring different sounds.
Okay.
He did some production work under the pseudonym Big Payne.
Big Payne.
Yeah,
I like it. It's got a ring to it.
it does.
But it shows he wasn't afraid to experiment, to kind of get his hands dirty behind the scenes a little bit.
Exactly. And he collaborated with some major names.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran, Juicy J. His solo work had this blend of pop sensibility. But then, with these hints of R&B and electronic influences.
Yeah, you can hear that evolution in his music.
Yeah.
But then alongside the musical success came the more personal struggles, which, as we know, he was very open about.
Yes. And that's something that really resonates with people.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't shy away from discussing his challenges with alcoholism, his time in rehab.
Right.
And he spoke very candidly about his mental health journey, his ADHD diagnosis.
It's that vulnerability, I think, That willingness to be so open about those darker times that I think made him even more relatable to fans.
Absolutely. In a world where celebrity often feels so curated and airbrushed,
Right.
his honesty was refreshing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it chipped away at the stigma surrounding mental health, showing that even those who seem to have it all still face very real struggles.
It reminds us that behind the fame, the success, the Instagram filters, there's a human being with real feelings, real vulnerabilities.
Totally.
His story makes you stop and think about the pressure these young stars are under. The constant scrutiny, the expectation to always be on.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
On the one hand, they have this incredible platform, this global reach.
Right.
But on the other, it's a lot to carry, especially at such a young age.
Yeah.
And then when you layer on personal struggles, addiction, mental health issues, it's a potent mix.
And tragically, in Liam's case, it seems like those pressures might have played a role in his untimely passing.
Yeah.
The details surrounding his death are still emerging, and we need to be mindful of that.
For sure.
But what is known is that he was in Buenos Aires for a concert by Niall Horan.
Wow.
His former bandmate.
Oh, wow.
Which I think speaks to the enduring bonds
Yeah.
formed in those intense, high-pressure environments.
Sure.
Even as they navigated their own paths,
Yeah.
those connections clearly remained strong.
Yeah, it's a poignant reminder that life is full of unexpected turns.
Yeah.
And that sometimes even those who seem larger than life can be incredibly fragile.
Yeah, it really makes you think about, the weight of expectations, the pressure to kind of live up to an image, especially in the age of social media. It's easy to forget that behind the persona, there's a real person with real struggles.
Absolutely. And in Liam's case, he didn't shy away from those struggles.
Right.
He used his platform to talk about mental health, about addiction.
Yeah.
Really kind of destigmatizing those conversations in a way that undoubtedly resonated with a lot of people.
Yeah, that's so true. He could have easily just hidden behind the fame, the PR machine.
Right.
But he chose to be vulnerable to share his truth. What do you think prompted him to be so open about his struggles?
It's hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
But my guess is that it came from a place of wanting to connect.
Right.
To let others know they weren't alone.
Yeah.
Perhaps by sharing his story, he hoped to kind of ease the burden for others facing those similar challenges.
And in doing so, he inadvertently created this space for others to do the same. It's a powerful reminder, I think, of the ripple effect our actions can have.
Yeah.
Especially those in the public eye.
For sure.
But even beyond just his openness, there are so many layers to his legacy.
Oh, absolutely.
We haven't even touched on his philanthropic work.
Right. That's another aspect that often gets overlooked.
Yeah.
He was involved with a range of charities, from UNICEF to Trekstock, which is a cancer support organization.
Wow.
He used his platform to amplify causes that were close to his heart.
It speaks to a generosity of spirit, I think, a desire to make a difference.
Yeah.
And it adds another dimension to his story. This wasn't just a talented musician.
Right.
But someone who genuinely wanted to leave the world a better place.
Yeah, and that's something that shines through in all the tributes pouring in.
Oh, yeah.
The music industry has lost a true talent.
Yeah.
But I think more importantly, the world has lost a kind soul.
Yeah.
Liam Payne's story, from X Factor hopeful to global icon to someone wrestling with very real, very human struggles.
Right.
It's a reminder that behind the curtain of fame, there's always more to the story.
It's a story that urges us, I think, to look beyond the headlines,
Yeah.
to approach those we admire and even those we don't, with a little more empathy, a little more understanding.
Absolutely, because ultimately we're all just navigating this thing called life,
Right.
with its triumphs and its tragedies.
Yeah.
And sometimes the most important thing we can do is just listen to each other's stories with open hearts and open minds.
Liam Payne's life and career were full of soaring highs and heartbreaking lows, a testament to the complexities of fame and the importance of human connection. We hope this deep dive has offered you a glimpse beyond the headlines, a chance to reflect on the impact one life can have, and perhaps even inspired you to approach the world with a little more compassion.
In the
Thank you for joining
silence
us.
of the night, your voice still rings, echoes of the songs we used to sing. From the X Factor stage to stadium lights, you lit up our lives. Oh, what a sight. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies, gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. You face the storms with courage and grace, a shining star in a crowded place. Your music was a beacon, your smile a light, guiding us through our darkest nights. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark, gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. Yeah, every way. You face the storms with courage and grace, a shining star in a crowded place. Your music was a beacon, your smile a light, guiding us through our darkest nights. Leo, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark, gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. In every rhythm, in every line, we'll remember you for all time. Your spirit soars above the sky, a lasting love that will never die. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark, gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. Rest in peace, dear friend of ours. Your music still has healing powers. Liam, you're a star that will never fade, in our hearts you'll always stay.
In the quiet of the night, your voice still rings, echoes of the songs we used to sing. From the X Factor stage to stadium lights, you lit up our lives, a shining sight. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark, gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. You faced the storms with courage and grace, a shining star in a crowded place. Your music was a beacon, your smile a light, guiding us through our darkest nights. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark, gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. In every rhythm, in every rhyme, we'll remember you for all time. Your spirit soars above the sky, a lasting love that will never die. And Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark, gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. Rest in peace, dear friend of ours. Your music still has healing powers. Liam, you're a star that will never fade. In our hearts, you'll always stay. You face the storms with courage and grace. A shining star
In the silence
in a
of the
crowded
night,
place.
your voice still rings. Echoes of the songs we used to sing. From the X Factor stage to stadium lights, you lit up our lives. Oh, what a sight. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. You face the storms with courage and grace, a shining star in a crowded place. Your music was a beacon, your smile a light, guiding us through our darkest nights. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. You face the storms with courage and grace, a shining star in a crowded place. Your music was a beacon, your smile a light, guiding us through our darkest nights. In every rhythm, in every rhyme, we'll remember you for all time. Your spirit soars up above the sky, a lasting love that will never die. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. Rest in peace, dear friend of ours. Your music still has healing powers. Liam, you're a star that will never fade. In our hearts you'll always stay. Soft lights and chords. In the quiet of the night, your voice still rings. Echoes of the songs we used to sing. From the X Factor stage to stadium lights, you lit up our lives, a shining sight. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. You face the storms with courage and grace, a shining star in a crowded place. Your music was a beacon, your smile a light, guiding us through our darkest nights. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. In every rhythm, in every rhyme, we'll remember you for all time. Your spirit soars above the sky, a lasting love that will never die. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts. Your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. Rest in peace, dear friend of ours. quiet of the night, your voice still rings. Echoes of the songs we used to sing. From the X Factor stage to stadium lights, you lit up our lives, a shining sight. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts, your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. You face the storms with courage and grace, a shining star in a crowded place. Your music was a beacon, your smile a light, guiding us through our darkest nights. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts, your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. You face the storms with courage and grace, a shining star in a crowded place. Your music was a beacon, your smile a light, guiding us through our darkest nights. In every rhythm, in every rhyme, we'll remember you for all time. Your spirit soars above the sky, a lasting love that will never die. Liam, you'll forever be in our hearts, your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. Rest in peace, dear friend of ours. Your music still has healing powers. Liam, you're a star that will never fade. In our hearts, you'll always stay. In the quiet of the night, your voice still rings. Echoes of the songs we used to sing. From the X Factor stage to stadium lights, you lit up our lives, a shining sight. Leo, you'll forever be in our hearts, your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. You face the storms with courage and grace, a shining star in a crowded place. Music was a beacon, your smile a light, guiding us through our darkest nights. Leo, you'll forever be in our hearts, your melodies and your gentle spark. Gone too soon, but your legacy stays in every note, in every way. In every rhythm, in every rhyme, we'll remember you for time. Your spirit soars above the sky, a lasting love that will never die. Leo, you'll forever be in our hearts, your melodies and your gentle spark. Too soon, but your legacy stays in in every way. Rest in peace, dear friend of ours. Your music still has healing powers. Leo, you're a star that will never fade. In our hearts you'll always stay.